Imagine this. You're sitting in your bedroom, scrolling through your phone. The lights are dim, and the only sound is the soft hum of electronics around you. You feel safe, alone, hidden. But you're not. Somewhere, in the vast, invisible web of data that stretches across the globe, someone is watching you. Every tap, every swipe, every word you type is being recorded, stored, and analyzed. You think you're in control, but in reality, you're being hunted. This isn't some distant dystopia. This is our world, right now. Privacy is no longer a right or even a possibility. In this era of eternal surveillance, everything you do is monitored. And once it's on the internet, it's there forever. Few understood this reality, as well as the late John McAfee, the brilliant and eccentric creator of the first commercial antivirus software. McAfee was no stranger to the shadows of the digital world. He saw them for what they were, not just places to hide, but places where predators lurked, collecting data, tracking every move. He spent decades sounding the alarm, but few listened. Today, his warnings echo like a ghostly whisper through the wires, a reminder that we are never truly alone. John McAfee was more than just a tech visionary. He was a prophet of digital doom. His warnings about the dangers of online surveillance were often dismissed as the ramblings of a paranoid mind, but those who ignored him did so at their peril. McAfee knew that the internet was becoming a prison, not one made of bars and chains, but of data and code. He warned that every device we use, every account we create, is a portal for unseen eyes to enter our lives. McAfee's own life was a twisted reflection of the world he tried to warn us about. Hunted by governments, pursued by law enforcement, he lived in the shadows, always on the move, always looking over his shoulder. Your phones, your emails, your devices, they're all spying on you, he would say. But it was more than just spying. It was control. Every piece of data we shared, willingly or unknowingly, was another thread in the web that ensnared us all. In 2021, McAfee was found dead in a Spanish prison cell, an apparent suicide after being arrested on tax evasion charges. He had long feared extradition to the United States, where he believed he would meet a fate far worse than imprisonment. His death, shrouded in mystery, only deepened the eerie sense that McAfee had been right all along. The digital world he warned us about had finally consumed him. We live in a world where the internet remembers everything. Every mistake, every slip-up, every private moment shared in a moment of vulnerability. It's all there, forever. You may think that you've deleted that embarrassing post, that compromising photo, but the internet has a way of holding on. It's not just in the public domain, it's in the dark corners, the hidden caches, the endless archives of data that are never truly erased. The horror lies in the fact that once something is online, it can be resurrected at any time. It's like a ghost that haunts you, always lurking in the background, waiting to resurface. The internet's memory is eternal, and it does not forgive or forget. And it's not just embarrassing photos or old tweets that you have to worry about. Everything you do online is tracked, analyzed, and stored by corporations, governments, and malicious actors. Your data is worth more than gold, and it's being mined constantly, used to create a detailed profile of who you are, what you like, what you fear. You're not just a user, you're a product, a commodity to be bought and sold in the shadowy marketplaces of the digital world. In this world of eternal surveillance, even those who seek to protect us from it are not safe. Take Pavel Durov, the founder of Telegram. He created his platform as a refuge for those who wanted to communicate without fear of being watched. With end-to-end encryption, Telegram promised its users safety from the prying eyes of governments and corporations. But in 2024, that promise was shattered. Durov was arrested as part of an investigation into cybercrime. Authorities claimed that Telegram had become a haven for illegal activities, drug trafficking, cyber fraud, and worse. They didn't just come for the criminals, they came for the platform itself. Durov's arrest sent shockwaves through the world of digital privacy. It was a warning to all who thought they could escape the surveillance state. No one is safe. The terrifying reality is that even the platforms we trust to protect our privacy are vulnerable. Governments are tightening their grip, forcing companies to comply with surveillance demands, weakening encryption, and demanding access to our most private conversations. The message is clear. Privacy is a luxury we can no longer afford. Everywhere you look, the surveillance state is growing. In China, the government has perfected the art of watching its citizens. Cameras are everywhere. Facial recognition technology tracks every move, and social credit systems ensure that no action goes unnoticed. Step out of line, and the consequences are immediate. The shadows that once offered us safety have been illuminated by the cold, unblinking eyes of the digital world. And once you're seen, you can never hide again. So, the question remains, what are we willing to do to reclaim our privacy? Or have we already lost it forever?